Okay, today we're going to do the golden rectangle lab. We're going to make a golden rectangle which actually has specific proportions that are found in nature, in architecture, and often said that it's also seen in beauty as well. So in this activity, you're going to make folds, draw lines, and create arcs using a compass in a rectangular piece of paper. By following the directions carefully, your final result will be a golden rectangle with very specific ratios. So for this lab, we're going to need a strip of paper, of course a pencil, a straight edge ruler, and a mystical, magical, ancient device called a compass. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to take a piece of paper. It should be a slender rectangular sheet of paper, and we're going to fold it diagonally to create a square. So it doesn't matter if it's small. In fact, it should be small. So we're going to make a square, and right at this edge, we'll use this to trace. We'll actually finish that up and open it up, and you have yourself a perfect square. What we're going to do is label the endpoints as A, B, C, and D respectively. So you should have something that looks like this. What we're going to do next is we are going to measure the midpoint of one side. So I'm going to use the millimeter side because it'll give me a more accurate reading. And this is 8.6 millimeters. So our midpoint is going to be exactly half that, which is 4.3. So I'm going to make a mark at 4.3. And actually I'm going to make a large dot there and label it point P. So you should have something that looks kind of like this. Next, I'm going to take this ancient device called a protractor. I'm going to set it at an appropriate spot. I'm going to put the needle at point P, and I'm going to set the tip of the pencil point to meet point C. So we're going to set it up to here. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to very gently make an arc that's the side of a circle, like so. Okay. I'm going to make this darker so that you can see it on the screen. So now you should have something that looks like this. After that, I'm going to take the end of the point, so we're going to make a vertical line now, from the location where the arc ends at the bottom of the rectangle to the top of the paper. So here's what I'm doing. I'm going to make this, make sure it's a perfect straight line also. So we're going to make that line right there. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut along this line, and what I'm going to do, since I don't have any scissors, is I'm just going to fold it and then fold it backwards and just cut it right out, like so. So you should have a rectangle that looks like this. I'm now going to label the rest of the points. I'm going to label the point all the way to the bottom right-hand corner, point Q, and to the upper right-hand corner, point R. So you should have something that looks very similar to this. We are going to see that the dimensions of this golden rectangle will give you a precise value, but I'll leave that up to the lab, and that's the end of the video.